Hey everyone, and welcome to a new episode of EUREStv. This time we focus on seasonal jobs and the opportunities in Europe. Some interesting items and reports. We have in our studio with us several guests that will talk about this. At the table with me is Herbert van Oord of HISWA-RECRON. We have also at the table Jordy Kamerling, a EURES advisor from the Netherlands that also supports the participation of the Emigration Expo for 2024. And through video connection we have Daniel Bellon, Spanish EURES advisor, joining us digitally this time. Also, we have some interesting reports on site, but before we start with those, first of all, I would like to thank our colleagues from TE Live in Finland for an amazing collaboration that we've done together recently. We will show you that, of course, in the episode. First of all, I am joining Sari in Finland. She went there for the summer season. I joined a little bit later for our first report on site, where we visit a strawberry farm. And so let's go up to Finland.
Hi, my name is Sari Vallenius and I'm from TE Live. And today we have found a sweet spot from Padasjoki, Finland. And this is a strawberry farm, which is called Portaanperän mansikkatila. Let's take a look.
Hello, my name is Niina Nieminen and we are at Portaanperän mansikkatila.
What is this house about? What do you do here?
This is my relaxing place. When I'm busy, I go here.
So lovely. You employ people from different countries and they keep coming every year. What is the secret?
I think Finnish weather, it's nice, and nature, and salary, of course, and nice people, I think so.
Are there any challenges that people might be facing when they come to work here in Finland?
Yes, I think they have some problems. Paperwork, it's a little bit complicated. I will try help them.
Can you tell a little bit where they live here?
They live near about half kilometers in our farm.
So that's very convenient. Who do you welcome to come to work here in Portaanperän mansikkatila?
I say welcome all people who are hardworking and nice people.
That's nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So Mariana, great to meet you and thank you for having us and doing this interview with us. Can you tell us something about you and where we are and what the company is that you work for?
I'm Mariana Sahata. Now I work in Finland, Portaanperän mansikkatila. I start this farm worker at 2012. So every summer, I'm coming here.
Since 2012?
Yes.
So for 11 years?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but before I worked different places in Finland, but it's the best. Niina and Tapani, so nice people. It is good work and good money, of course.
Yeah. So you started as a supervisor for the people working in the field. Because you have quite a lot of experience, you can work with people.
Yes, I have experience in Ukrainian. I work in teacher and I work in the plants of winery and vodkas.
Okay.
And I was in US too, like winemaker, and in the laboratory too.
Okay.
So I have a little bit experience.
Why did you choose for Finland of all countries?
I don't know. Maybe I wanted to see so much snow and too cold.
Wide open nature,
Yeah.
Nice people.
Nice people, of
Yeah.
course.
You as an experienced international mobile worker, is there any advice that you would give to someone that would like to do the same?
You need to want to work, good work.
Yeah. So motivated to work, wanting to do a good job.
Language. You can know English. It's the best for different countries.
Yeah.
If you want to have a good work somewhere, you need to know native language.
The native language.
Yeah, because it's like a key for all.
Kevin, I think we really found a sweet spot here in Portaanperän mansikkatila.
Yeah, beautiful place. And thank you for having us here and showing us the area and meeting the employer. But sorry, there's no more strawberries here.
True. What about like if we would have like a strawberry drink?
Strawberry drink. You and I go and have the strawberry drink. You go back to the studio. All right.
Do we?
Let's go. A strawberry drink. We actually managed to have it there, but I kind of also smuggled a bottle with me from Finland. Portaanperän is the name of it. Sorry to say you cannot buy it in the Netherlands yet, but perhaps maybe someday they will export it to here as well. Absolutely lovely. So I'm going to put this here for later. Of course, right now we are still working. Also with us in the studio here through a digital connection, Daniel Bellon, welcome and good day. Great to have you here. Good to see you again. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's really a pleasure to be with you in this digital way, maybe in the future on site.
I must say, again, I've said this to you before, and this was the last time we were digital. I said, next time you need to be here in the studio with us, and here we are, again, digital. So apologies from my end. But again, next time, I will say it again, next time I will gladly have you here live with us. Daniel, you are a very experienced EURES advisor. You work in the Canary Islands. Can you tell me, is there an example of a Dutch job seeker that you have successfully mediated in your region?
Well, we don't receive too much Dutch job seekers, to be honest. We receive a lot of European workers, mainly Italians. I don't know, maybe because the language is similar or whatever, and also from Nordic countries. But this is due to the clients we have in our tourist sector.
Okay, and you say it's got to do with the climate as well, but how dependent are the Canary Islands of seasonal workers?
We are a tourist destination, one of the most important tourist destinations around the world. The 22% of our economy is about tourism, and there are a lot of other activities related with tourism. Of course, that means HORECA jobs. Hostelry, chefs, receptionists, people handling with clients.
Are you still talking about seasonal work because you're describing chefs, cooks and everything? The weather in the Canary Islands usually is quite well, even this time of year. We're in December, you're in a t-shirt. The season extends quite long.
Yeah, we don't have season, to be honest. You can find difference between summer and winter time depending on where the tourists came. Okay, normally in winter time we receive more Swedish, Norwegians, etc. In summer more British, and this affects also the kind of people we need in each season. But we have a long year season.
Do you see any surprising or interesting opportunities in seasonal work because of that?
Well, seasonal work is seasonal work. We need always tourist entertainers, but I'm thinking in other kind of jobs maybe, because we are also a hub in some science areas, and now we are starting to be a hub in IT and in animation. I mean cartoonism, no entertainment. Okay, and there is another kind of jobs, maybe not thinking in seasonal, but for a longer time, and with a more enrichment experience, you know.
No, I get that. But what do you think that, in your opinion, makes the Canary Islands such an interesting place to come and work?
Well, the weather is one of our activities. So it's a nice place to learn Spanish. At the same time, you can manage, you know, because you can handle in English for a lot of things. But for work, I must say, in the most of the cases, you need to speak Spanish. Only in some tourist activities, you can manage without Spanish.
And what is your role in all this? Like, what can you do to support any candidate interested in working in your region?
Yeah. Okay. Traditionally, as you know, we in Spain, we are focused in sending our people outside. But now this is changing because the economy is changing, the unemployment rate is falling down in the whole of Spain. We are changing now, working more with employers little by little, but mainly we help or try to help people from abroad with the paperwork when they arrive. That sometimes is a bit messy.
Thank you so much, Daniel, for joining us here today. Like I said, next time, hopefully, you'll be with us here in person.
Okay. A pleasure as always.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Daniel. We will be going over to our next report on site, and this time we stay a little closer to home. Well, not too close, because we're going to Zeeland, the most beautiful, or one of the most beautiful spots in the Netherlands. Can't say the most beautiful, because I'll get in trouble. Our colleague Martin Reich went there to visit a holiday resort, De Molenhoek, in that area, and spoke to the owner about their experiences in international candidates.
Today we are here at Holiday Resort De Molenhoek to meet Kim Bleck to hear more about her experience with international candidates. So let's go and find out. Kim, thank you for inviting us. Could you please tell me who you are and where we are now?
Yes, of course. Welcome. I'm Kim Bleck. I'm the owner of Holiday Resort De Molenhoek in a really beautiful area. It's close by the sea at the coastal area of the Netherlands. Right now we have 6 people working here from abroad. I think the most important thing is that they feel seen and welcome at your park. That you let them by the hand, and especially in the beginning of their time working here. I can imagine when you're from abroad, you come in a country, maybe you've never been there before, you work in a company you never worked before, you don't speak the language. I think it's really important to let people feel like they're at home or at least welcome.
Onboarding is maybe more important for the existing staff than for the new hired international candidates. Can you tell me something about your experience, your opinion on this?
Well, I totally agree about onboarding, and that's important for the staff who's working already at your campsite, because they are so important to make their new colleagues feel at home. We have several important things we do. First, we inform them that there's a new staff members that they are coming, and we ask them to talk English in a coffee break or maybe in a meeting. As soon as the colleagues from abroad are coming in, we talk English to each other.
Could you give me an example of an onboarding activity that you organize for your international candidate?
Yes, of course. This week we went with Victoria and Dominique to a theme park, the Efteling. It's a real famous park here in the Netherlands, and it was their first time to go in a roller coaster, and we had a lot of fun. We did it together with my husband and with Dominique and Victoria. We have a lot of contact with each other, and when we picked them up from the airport, we picked them up ourselves. We always ask, what do you want to do? What do you want to see in the Netherlands? We always take them on one outing. They all have their own chalet where they live in. They have their own bedroom, there's heating, it's like a kitchen. They have their own private home.
How should you describe the cooperation with EURES?
I think professional. That's an important word, but also wonderful, because it was a great experience to work with EURES. And professional and wonderful.
Very nice conversation. I learned a lot today. But as I'm here at the Holiday Resort, it's time to relax and enjoy my holiday. So let's go back to the studio.
Well, excellent there reporting from Martin Reich. I hope he returned from his holiday, because this report has been filmed a short while ago. So I need to check if he's back already. Should be. Joining us here also at the table, Herbert van Oord, welcome. You are Manager Labour Market Training and Education at HISWA-RECRON. Herbert, what can you tell us about HISWA-RECRON and what it is that you do?
Yeah, HISWA-RECRON is a trade association. Nearly 2,500 small and medium enterprises are member with us, and these are enterprises in the field of water sports industry. That has to do with designing ships, building ships, marinas, the maintenance of ships. We have water sports shops, but also rentals, so that's a little bit of recreation. And the other field is leisure and hospitality. And then you have to think of bungalow parks, camping sites, outdoor sporting, events, and of course day attraction parks. So that's a real lot. It's a wide range of several enterprises, businesses.
Yeah.
And I'm working myself as a human resources manager in the labor market for schooling and training and education.
Okay, it gives you a lot of insight. I'm assuming 2,500 members, a lot of different sectors. Brings me to my next question. It must be known there as well that the labor market is very strained. Do you hear that also from the members and partners?
Yeah, that's right. It's very strained indeed. We're looking for all kinds of employees who are interested to work within our companies. What I hear of is that some of these companies have to close departments because lack of staff. So that's quite serious. And yeah, the result is then less income and less profits.
Yeah, so it makes it a lot more difficult for employees to find their staff. Jodi, is this something that you're also seeing from your job, from your position as a EURES advisor?
Yes. We hear that from almost all countries that there's a large shortage in personnel, and especially in tourism, hospitality, but also office jobs. So it's a widespread problem.
It is a widespread problem. And is there certain countries that might be of interest for employees here to be looking for candidates in the tourism sector, for instance?
Well, usually speaking English is one of the first requirements. So anybody who's able and willing to speak or learn English to tourists is usually a good candidate. Right now, I think a lot of people from Eastern Europe are coming, yep. But from Southern Europe as well.
So there's still some potential. Brings me back, of course, to you, Herbert. There's a lot of possibility to do seasonal work in a range of sectors.
That's
with
right.
the members that are part of HISWA-RECRON. What makes the recreation sector so good to work in?
Yeah, you work with people, that makes it interesting. Very often people who are on holidays, so they are in a good mood.
Right.
And that gives you yourself as an employee a little bit of feeling of as if yourself are being on holidays.
Yeah.
Of course it's work, but it's the atmosphere which makes it very special. That's one. The other thing is that you never know what will happen one day during a working day. That's because you work with people, so you never know what will happen. Yeah. Sometimes people are very happy, sometimes people are angry. You can make people happy, so that's it.
So it's very interesting job. You need to be very flexible.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
But does this seasonal work, does it also offer opportunities for long-term positions?
Yeah, sure.
They do.
You could try to start when you are staff from abroad. When you start here in the Netherlands, you could start as a seasonal worker and building up experiences, of course, and later on trying to get a year-round job.
Yeah.
And there is enough.
And you say a year-round job, it doesn't necessarily have to be one job. You could also combine seasons?
That's right. You can combine seasons within the Netherlands, but also abroad. You could, for instance, work during the summertime in the Netherlands and then, for instance, go during wintertime to Finland to do some work, or going to Austria or Switzerland, whatever you like.
Yeah, so you can just plan your whole year and have a job all year round.
Yeah, that's right.
The challenging part, though, is housing. I'm thinking, right? Because it's really hard to find housing for international job seekers, just as it is for local job seekers.
Of course, housing is a problem in the Netherlands for all the inhabitants, but you're working in the recreation sector. So lots of bungalow parks have, of course, bungalows. So you might be able to spend the nights over there and just live over there. Or when you work at a camping site, there's always some cabin or whatever. So it is, in our sector, not a real problem.
In terms of skills, Herbert, there are many you can develop in recreational jobs, but they not necessarily always have to belong to recreational jobs, right? You can develop skills for different positions as well. Which ones are the main ones you think that will stand out?
The main one is, of course, that you know how to deal with guests. Yeah. That's the most important. You have to make the guests happy and give them a very special period of time because they are on holidays.
Yeah.
So that's very, very important.
People skills.
People skills.
You can use that in any other job later on in life.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Should be pretty easy to find a job, I suppose. Anyone from Europe wants to come and work in the Netherlands?
Yeah, if your language skills are in English are very good, then it should be possible. It should be not very difficult. No.
Sounds like a plan. So anyone watching today, recreational sector in the Netherlands, many opportunities.
Very welcome.
Thank you so much, Herbert, and thank you for also being here with us.
It was a pleasure.
And for the information. Coming to our next item, we are actually staying in Finland, and we're going to be exploring the country a little bit more. I was mentioning before the interesting opportunity we had to cooperate with TE Live and our EURES colleagues in Finland, and they took us up to the north of Finland, just past the Arctic Circle, to Lapland, and we got an opportunity there to visit a husky safari. So let's go and have a look. As you can see, I'm in a winter wonderland up north in Finland at a very amazing place. I'm going to show you and tell you all about where that is. So let's go and see where we are. Hi Valentine, thank you for having us here at Bearhill. Amazing place to be. But can you introduce yourself for us and the place where we are?
So, welcome indeed. My name's Valentine. Together with my wife Veronica, I'm one of the owners of Bearhill Husky Tours, and we're at the kennel at the north side of Viiksjärvi.
So what would you say would be the main reason for people to come and work here at your company?
There's a lot of people who like to travel, and working in a dog kennel in the north with huskies is of course a very romantic thing to do. There's a lot of people who look for either a career or very often just a season of work with the dogs in the north. Although our experience is once you've done a season, you want to come back for more.
You do? You get a lot of people returning after they've been working here?
Yes, we do. And there's a lot of animo for people to come back and do this work afterwards, yes.
So they must love working here for you, for your company and in the nature?
Yes, and working with the dogs, of course. And it's something completely different than what you would normally do.
I mean, we hear the dogs in the background. It makes a bit of a noise. Makes me wonder, though, how do you do in terms of housing? Do people stay here? Do you help with onboarding? How do you make them feel welcome?
We have a limited amount of space for our crew to stay. A couple of bedrooms upstairs. We actually have a property just about a few kilometers from here where we have 3 or 4 rooms that people can stay. We cannot house everyone who is working for us. We do help with this, as in we point in the direction, but we do expect that people do the work themselves. So we are not going to find them an apartment, they need to find them themselves.
And how long would you say would a season be? How long would somebody be employed here?
We would usually have work from October, November to March, April. Very often it'll be into April. The April month is usually when all the over hours get calculated and this kind of thing. So April could very well be a month where you're doing very little work but still getting a good salary.
But quite a few months to have an amazing experience and work with animals. Indeed, and do something that you really love. Looking into the future, how would you see that you want to recruit using the services that EURES provides?
For us, EURES gives us an opportunity to spread a little wider, to get the word out for the job positions that we are looking for. Currently, for instance, we still have a few positions open for people who are to work in customer service, and we have a few jobs which are related to the maintenance of the facilities we have.
And would you say that there's a certain set of skills somebody needs to have? Like what type of competences or skills fit with a person perfectly?
First and the foremost one is you have to be very good with people, you have to be customer service orientated, and you have to be able to work with a team. It helps a lot if you like dogs. It helps a lot if you're passionate about dogs, because you need to be able to kind of understand what the dog is feeling, where it's going from. And you also need to kind of put yourself in the dog's shoes and be able to think like a dog. That does help. We have a lot of good dog people working here, but we need to have some extroverted people working here, and those are very often the ones we will recruit for the season.
Can you tell me, how did you find the job here at Bearhill?
I was working in Canada with sled dogs before, and I loved it so much. I was trying to go back to the north in the winter.
And you came across a position in Finland, and
we were trying to find a place which would fit my boyfriend, me and my dog. And he found an internship first, and then we found this place, Bearhill. I chose it because the way they were treating dogs, the welfare, that was important for me.
I heard something indeed about that, so the perfect place actually for you both. So you talk about working with the dogs. What is the best thing about working here? Is it the dogs or?
The dogs, yes. The dogs, of course, the people, and yeah, the winter, the snow, the colors.
And you have experience in different countries. What would you say is the best thing about working in a different country?
Give me the opportunity to spend more time here, to know the country, the people, the culture a little better.
Not come as a tourist, but experience everything that they have to offer.
Exactly.
So any word to the viewers, if you want to say, like, if you are looking for an amazing job, would this be the place to come?
We do have a couple of positions open, so if you do want, send up a CV to Bearhill and we'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, last question, and I hardly dare to ask, but can we go for a ride on the dog sled?
I'll see what I can do.
So Valentine's going to take me for a quick spin around the forest while you go back to the studio. See you there. All right. Well, that was an amazing experience. Beautiful, beautiful area of Finland, of course. And again, I've said it before, but thank you for the colleagues in Finland for participating in creating that excellent item. Back in the studio again, a bit warmer here, luckily, although it is getting cold outside. At the table with me is Jodi Kamerling. Jodi, you are a EURES colleague from the Netherlands, and not just a EURES colleague, but also you helped to organize the participation of EURES in the Immigration Expo for 2023 and 2024 in Houten. And we're going to have a talk about that today.
That's right, that's right. Thank you for having me.
So, tell me, Jodi, looking back at the edition of this year in 2023, what would you say were the main takeaways from that event?
We spent a lot of time on developing a new stand for our EURES team, so that we could include all of the advisors from the other countries in one open space, so that the visitors could find the advisor from the country of interest easily. We also incorporated our public employment service for job seekers with unemployment benefits. So it was a very nice experience. 12,000 visitors came to the fair that weekend. Yeah. So our colleagues were very busy the whole time.
I can imagine. But you say open plan stand, so all the colleagues were in the same area. How many countries were represented?
In our stand we had 11 countries, people from 11 countries. And Scandinavia has its own pavilion. So the 4 Scandinavian countries, also with EURES colleagues, were represented there. So in total there were 15 EURES countries represented.
With colleagues from the EURES network that could inform them about anything they wanted to know.
Correct, yes.
Excellent. 2024, it's coming up quick. We're already in December now. Is the new date already set for the Immigration Expo?
Yes, it's going to be in the weekend of April 6th and April 7th.
Right.
The same location, the expo in Houten, near Utrecht. So we're already in the middle of our arrangements and preparations.
And what can they expect when they get there?
Well, the stand is going to be similar to last year, so this time we're going to focus on improving the visitor experience. Right. So we're going to try and do more with digital information, media, to give the visitors a better experience there regarding their country of interest.
Okay, so it's very interesting, Jodi. If people want to make the move to another country and they come there and they ask for the information, can they not just find everything online nowadays? Like you go to Google and find everything there?
You can find a lot online. A lot of our services also go through online information, but we've experienced that it's very valuable, or more valuable even, to receive the information from firsthand. So that's why we invite our colleagues from the other countries, so they can tell you their own experiences from their own region, their own country. They know the labor market, they know how to apply for jobs, how salary negotiations work, all things like that. And it's much more valuable than just Googling something and reading it online.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Well, I will definitely come and visit. Herbert is coming with me, I just heard. So count us in. If anyone watching would like to come and visit or prepare for the Immigration Expo, where can they find information?
They can go to www.EmigratieBeurs.nl. I think we'll show the link on
we'll show it on the screen. Yep.
And tickets are on sale already. You buy one ticket and it's valid for the whole weekend.
Okay, the whole weekend, so both days?
You can come both days if you want. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for sharing that with us, Jodi. At the start of the year of course, for the viewers at home, we will also inform you more about everything that's happening around the Emigration Expo, how to find tickets and where to sign up for it. We also have a clip that will be shown around the start of the year as well of the experience we had, because we did visit this year as well with EUREStv. Also keep an eye on the social channels of EURES The Netherlands for more information about where and how to get the tickets. So thank you again, Jodi, for that. As with every episode, sad to say, we do come to an end, and this is the last episode of the year. But before we go to the closing words, I would like to share with you, of course, that if you would like to join our episode or do a report or anything in that sense with EUREStv, please let us know. We are represented in all the member states in Europe, 31 member states of the European Union, European Economic Area, and of course, not to forget Switzerland. Link will be displayed on the screen for extra information. When I was in Lapland, I found it interesting to see what else I could do there, and actually went for a little search in search of that one special person that we all would love to meet one day. So let's have a look where we ended up. I think I found a person that I'm looking for, so let's go inside and meet him.
Oh, hello.
I have found you.
Hello, how are you today?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. How are you today?
You're here, so I'm fine, of course.
Well, that's good. That's good to hear. Where am I? Am I at your home at the moment?
Actually, this is my office. My home is in another place. That's a secret place. But this is a very nice place here in Rovaniemi, as you know.
Rovaniemi, of course, in Lapland. What is so beautiful about Lapland?
Have you seen anything here?
Actually, I have, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So everything is beautiful. The nature is different than anywhere else. And there's not too many people here. The whole country, when you think about Finland, it's 5.5 million people in the whole country. And here in Lapland, we have more reindeer than people.
You do?
That's more than 230,000 reindeer, okay. And only one with red nose.
Could the elves use a hand extra since I'm here? I mean, I'm be happy to help.
So, what is your suggestion?
Well, I can't do it in these clothes, of course.
Yes.
But let me just change in something else, and maybe then I can convince.
So let's see what happens. Oh, hello
Here
again.
we are. Is that okay?
Yes, I was about to ask about your hat. Okay,
That's good, right?
That
okay.
looks good. You're elfified yourself. What is the best thing to being an elf?
I think the best thing to being an elf, make the children happy, make the people happy, and just be helping Santa.
Sounds good.
Right.
And always be good and nice.
Always be good and nice. Sounds
yeah,
great.
you might be a very good elf, I think.
I think we should get started. But before I go to work,
yes,
I think it would be nice from EUREStv, of course, to wish the people at home that are watching very happy holidays, of course, and festivities in the time to come. But I think the wishes from Santa will be even better.
I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas time and the next year is very good for you. So Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Well, who better to hear it from than from Santa? So thank you again, Santa, for sending those wishes out. As I said, I'm going to be working as an elf there for the next season. I'm just here to say goodbye to my EURES colleagues. So in that sense, I would say take care. Hopefully see you soon and have a great holiday season. See you next year.